Maggie Durfee, and I am representing the people in this case. I am here today to share and prove to you that Adnan Syed is guilty of the capture and murder of Heyman Lee. With all the evidence and everything our eyewitnesses will share, Adnan Syed was there at the scene of the crime and had something out for Heyman Lee. We also have Jay Wilds, an eyewitness, who was there when Mr. Syed said that he was going to kill that and he was also the getaway driver and helped bury the body. So tell me, how is Mr. Syed not guilty when we have an eyewitness and cell phone pings? I will prove that there is enough evidence and facts to say that Adnan Syed is guilty on all 3 counts. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Amelia Mastry, and I represent the defense. Today, I will prove the inconsistencies in the state's case against Adnan Syed. My client, Adnan, will testify that on January 13, 1999, the alleged date of Heyman Lee's death, he was at the library and later at track practice. He was even seen by a classmate, Asia McClain, who supports his alibi. This evidence the state will provide lacks a strong foundation and offers very little concrete proof. Their entire case relies heavily on the testimony of Jay Wilds, the only eyewitness, whose account changed multiple times during the investigation, raising serious doubts about his credibility. Today, I will prove that there is not enough reliable evidence to convict Adnan Syed and that there is more than enough reasonable doubt to prove he is not guilty of the murder of Heyman Lee. Thank you.
The people will now call Jay Wilds to the stand. Please state your name and age for the court.
Hello, my name is Jay Wilds and I'm 19 years old.
How do you know the defendant?
We are acquaintances.
And what happened on January 13th, 1999 at 11:45 a.m.?
Adnan arrives at my house and then we go to the Security Square Mall for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Did you receive any calls while you were at Jen's house?
I received a call from Adnan.
And what did Adnan say during this call?
He told me to come pick him up.
Where did you go pick him up?
The Best Buy parking lot.
And what happened when you arrived at the parking lot?
Adnan showed me Hayes' body in the back of his car.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Wilds, you said you and Adnan Syed were only acquaintances, correct?
Yes.
So, you were not his best friend, not someone you spent every day with?
Correct.
You admit you helped bury Hayes' body, correct?
Yeah.
Were you ever concerned the police might see you as more than a witness?
Yeah, but I didn't kill him.
So, you chose to help Adnan bury Hay and even provide the shovels to bury her, all out of your own free will?
Yeah.
That does not sound like the actions of someone who claims to just be an acquaintance, does it?
I was confused.
But your description of where this happened has changed in different statements, hasn't it?
Some details changed.
And your timeline of that day has also changed more than once.
Yes.
Yet, you were not charged with murder, were you, Mr. Wilds?
No.
So, due to your involvement in the crime, your freedom depended, at least in part, on giving the police any story they could use.
I told them what happened.
But your story changed, your timeline changed, and your locations changed, correctly?
Yes, the details are a little hazy.
So, you are saying you couldn't remember the location of where you allegedly saw a dead body?
Yeah, I guess so.
And today, this jury is being asked to rely mainly on your testimony that has changed multiple times in significant areas again and again. And we are supposed to take your word for it?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
The people will now call up to the stand Christy Vincent. Good afternoon. Please state your name and age for the court.
Hello, my name is Christy Vincent, and I'm 22 years old.
If anyone was with him.
Jay Wilds.
And how would you describe Adnan's behavior that night?
He seemed very nervous and distracted.
Did anything unusual happen when Adnan was at your apartment?
He kept getting phone calls and acting anxious.
And did Adnan say anything to you about the police?
Yeah, he seemed worried about speaking to them.
And why did this stand out to you?
Because this is different from how he normally acts.
Thank you, no further questions.
This video was sponsored by Week Old Confirmation Marker 32 Cake. We couldn't have done it without you, Cake.
Thank you.
The defense calls Adnan Syed. Good afternoon. Please state your name and age for the court.
My name is Adnan Syed and I'm 18 years old.
After the breakup, how was your relationship with him?
We still maintain a respectful and casual relationship.
Where were you on January 13th, 1999 at the times 11:15 to 11:30 a.m.?
Jay drove me back off at school, right before my free period.
Now, what were you doing from 2:15 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. on January 13th?
At the end of my school day, I went to the Woodlawn Public Library to check my email.
Do you usually check your email after school?
Not every day, but most of the time.
Did you talk to someone at the library?
I remember having a conversation with Agent McLean.
Now, can I direct your attention to 6 p.m. on January 13th? Where were you?
Jay and I went to Catherine's house.
Who called you at 6:07 p.m. on January 13th?
It was Officer Epcot. He was looking for Hay.
What was your response to this news?
I was worried about Hay. So worried, I called one of the investigators in the case.
Thank you. No further questions.
Good afternoon, Mr. Syed. Mr. Syed, you and Heyman Lee had dated before her death, correct?
Yes, we had.
And the relationship had ended recently, before January 13th, 1999, right?
Yes.
And you're upset about the breakup, weren't you?
No.
But you continue to call Hay frequently after the breakup, correct?
Yes, I did.
And on the morning of January 13th, you asked Hay for a ride after school, didn't you?
I can't remember.
But even though you had your own car available to you?
No, I wanted to Jay for that.
But you told the police that initially, Hay was supposed to give you a ride, correct?
I suppose I had.
But later, you said she wouldn't have done that because she takes picking up her cousin very seriously, correct?
That's correct.
And you cannot clearly account for your whereabouts that afternoon, correct?
Like I said, I can't remember.
You claim that you were at track practice that day, though, correct?
Yes, I was.
And yet, no coach can clearly remember seeing you there, right?
No, they don't take attendance.
You understand that Jay Wilds testified that you showed him Hay's body, correct?
That's correct.
And even though you accuse him of lying, you cannot explain why he would intentionally involve himself in this case, can you?
No.
Thank you, no further questions.
The defense calls Asia McLean to the stand. Good afternoon. Please state your name and age for the court.
My name is Agent McLean, and I'm 18 years old.
What is your relationship to the defendant?
I've gone to school with him since the 4th grade, and we are now classmates.
What specifically makes you remember that day?
I remember it because I saw Adnan in the library after school. And so 2:15 to 3.
Can you describe where you saw him?
At the Woodland Public Library, he was at the computer.
What was the nature of your conversation?
It was casual, just small talk.
Did he appear to be in a hurry or acting unusual?
No, he seemed normal and calm.
Did you attempt to provide this information to the authorities at the time?
Yes, I wrote letters explaining what I saw.
Do you recognize this letter?
Yes, I do.
That is the letter you wrote to the police, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. No further questions. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the prosecutioner's entire case depends on one person, Jay Wilds. His story changed repeatedly about where he was, what happened, and Adnan's supposed involvement. In a case this serious, you cannot base a conviction on inconsistent testimony. If Jay cannot keep his story straight, how can we trust him beyond a reasonable doubt? Jay was not simply an eyewitness. He admitted to helping bury Heyman Lee's body and being directly involved after her death. He had more direct connection to this crime than Adnan did, and yet the state chose to rely on him instead of questioning his own responsibility. A person trying to protect himself has every reason to shift blame, and that creates serious doubt about the truth. This case is built on suspicion, not certainty. There is no solid physical evidence that proves Adnan Syed committed this crime, only the changing words of someone trying to save himself. Our justice system requires proof, not assumptions. When the evidence leaves this much doubt, the only fair and just decision is to find Adnan Syed not guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, throughout this trial, all the evidence has pointed to one person, Adnan Syed. The defense tried to make you focus on small, insignificant details, but when you take a look at the facts together, it paints a clear picture. Adnan had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit this crime. He was Heyman Lee's ex-boyfriend, and their relationship ended recently. On January 13th, 1999, Adnan asked her for a ride after school, which placed him with her at the time of her murder. Most importantly, you all heard the testimony from Jay Wilds. He admitted his own involvement, which is something no innocent person would willingly do unless he was telling the truth. He testified that Adnan told him he planned to kill Hay, then showed him her body and asked for help in burying her body. This is backed up by cell phone records and Christie's testimony, where she described Adnan as acting nervous, anxious, and worried. The defense focused heavily on the fact that Jay was a little loosey-goosey with the details. Of course he'd be a little messed up. This was a traumatic experience for him. Although, his main point never strayed. Adnan killed Hay. They also come up with an alibi witness, but as you've heard, Your Honor, there is no alibi. Her testimony only accounts for a small portion of the afternoon. Reasonable doubt is not imaginary doubt, and with all the evidence, it points directly at the defendant. We cannot have murderers like him running free, and he must pay for what he has done. This is why we would humbly ask for you to find Adnan Syed guilty on all accounts. Thank you.
Hey class, who do you think's guilty?
Vote in the comments down below, and hit that subscribe button.
Did you guys vote Adnan not guilty?
Everyone come back!
We want a retrial! How can you vote me guilty?
Everyone come back!
We're having a retrial!